for our program. Our guest of honor, Professor Swapnali Zadav, and student of Matrix. Dear students, Matrix believes in leveraging the management competencies amongst the MBA graduates for business and industry by expanding their horizon with updated information in the field of management. In continuation with our Honorable Director, Professor Satish Ubade Sir has initiated 4-dimension lecture series where we invite renowned experts from different fields of academics and industry who share their experiences with the students, which help to improve their knowledge and employability skills. I'm honored to introduce a highly accomplished professional who plays a pivotal role. Please join me in welcoming Professor Swapnali Zadav ma'am, the Assistant Director of Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapit, Pune. Professor Zadav ma'am holds an MBA in Materials Management and a PGDM in Insurance and Risk Management, and she is currently pursuing her PhD. She is also a licentiate professional with the Insurance Institute of India, a Lean Six Sigma Black Belt, and CPD certified professional from the UK, and a certified Renew Operation professional from HubSpot. With 19 years of extensive experience, 12 years in the industry, and nearly 8 years in academia, Professor Zadav ma'am has made significant contribution to both the fields. We welcome you, ma'am. And before that, I just want students to open the cameras so we can have a group picture with ma'am. Students, can you please turn on your cameras? Ishali, Shrutika, Deepak, Adarsh, Priya. Mohit, so please let us know when you are done. Students, please open your cameras. Mohit, so please let us know when you are done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mrinal ma'am, for a wonderful introduction. Can I share my screen?
Yes,
Acha.
yes, of course. Okay.
Just let me know if it is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible. Students, please switch off your cameras now.
Are we clicking the photo?
Photo is not visible, ma'am.
Okay. So shall I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So yeah, so good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Matrix School of Business Management, the management, and of course, our very respectable mentor, Dr. Ubade, for giving me this opportunity wherein I would like to share few insights about maybe the title you might feel quite heavy because I understand you are the first year students of MBA. Am I right? All are from first year, second year? From first year?
Second year, ma'am.
Acha, second year.
Second year
Great.
and first year both are there.
Okay, good. And this is really wonderful initiative wherein, we as a student are getting interacted. I mean, you people as students are getting interacted with the various, people from, different or variety of domains they have worked in. So before I start, I would just like to have one maybe commitment from all of you that it is going to be interactive session. We are going to have the interaction interaction. It is not something wherein I am maybe a professor or the expert from certain domain, and I would be just giving you information, and you are going to have, or you are going to listen me for 1 hour or so. I would like to have very interactive one, and then only the objective of having these kind of sessions can be fulfilled. This is my understanding, because the perspective sir and management has behind starting these kind of maybe series of lectures, wherein people will come and impart whatever they have experienced or whatever they feel that you as a new generation, you as a new business leaders should know. So maybe if it is interactive, then only it can be helpful. So I hope everyone must be in for this. So coming back to our topic today, the circular economy. Any of you tried to search this topic? I hope this topic must be told to you before. Yes. Guys, please unmute yourself, and maybe it will be great.
Please switch off your cameras, students.
Yeah. It will be great if all of you can interact. We will keep no language barrier. I mean, I'm okay with Marathi, Hindi, English, whatever you feel comfortable, but at least communicate. Try to put what are your thoughts around this particular topic. Okay, so I'm giving you another 10 minutes to, maybe get yourself prepared and open up with your cameras and your brains too. So the topic for today's discussion is circular economy, rethinking the supply chain for a sustainable future. I hope this particular thing everyone must have heard of, supply chain management, or maybe what is the sustainable future. So can anyone help me with what exactly you mean by supply chain management? Yes, I can see Pranav, Prathamesh, Chetna, Amit. What do you mean by supply chain management? Guys, please be interactive. Otherwise, this session will be, very boring session for you all. Tejas, Pranjal, Ganesh. Okay, so supply chain management is basically the very unique concept. I mean, it is across everywhere. Every industry, every sector has got their own supply chain. Supply chain, in simple words, in layman words, is nothing but managing the flow of the processes which will give you the output as a final, or maybe as a consumer goods or services, whichever you are going to produce. So right from sourcing the raw material, receiving the raw material, processing the raw material, creating the maybe finished goods or the services, and then ultimately providing it to the customer or the end user. This is nothing but the complete cycle wherein the raw material flows, and that is how the customer, or maybe we as a end user, receives it, consumes it, and we give our feedback, or and so on. So basically, supply chain management is something wherein you will be managing the complete flow of the processes or the activities which will be providing, or which will be involved in producing the raw material, producing the finished goods from the raw material. Now, why this particular topic? Have you ever wondered, or maybe have you ever checked that which are the top 5 industries which are creating lots of waste as a plastic, or maybe which generate the lots of plastic waste? So packaging industry is the topmost industry, or is the number one industry which is contributing for the production of the lot of waste plastic. I mean, what are the formats? The formats could be the bottles, bags, or food wrappers, or maybe other packaging material which we are using. Just imagine, it starts with the morning usage. I mean, we everyone have the first thing we do in morning is, after getting and completing your task, you will be having a cup of tea or maybe coffee. So the milk packet which you get is something which is across every household. It is used, isn't it? So the plastic bottles, or maybe the bags, or the food wrappers, or maybe anything that we nowadays even we have got disposable plates, spoons, and everything. I mean, the FMCG or food industry, all in all, if you look at, is something which is contributing for creation of lots and lots of plastic waste. Okay, so consumer goods like food, beverages, cosmetics are some other products which are contributing for the creation of the waste across the landfills, or the or maybe in the environment. The second industry could be the construction industry. In construction industry, the pipes, insulation material which we are using, the flooring. So these kind of materials also generate lot of plastic waste. Construction waste, like plastics and from various sites, are actually creating pollution to the environment. The third important industry is automotive industry. So automotive industry can have extensive use of plastic in terms of the car interiors, in terms of the exterior part of the cars, and so that way automotive industry is also contributing for measure of the plastic waste generation. The fourth one stands for electronics industry. Electronics industry, so we have got a lot of computers, smartphones, telephones, tabs, etc. So these are also, I mean, this is also one industry which is generating lot of plastic waste. And the fifth one is agricultural industry. So these are the top 5 industries which are generating lot of waste. I mean, knowingly, unknowingly, we are also contributing towards maybe generation of that plastic waste. And that is the reason today I have selected this topic, because I just don't want to make you aware with the with something which is a waking call for all of us. But at the same time, I mean, enriching you all with some management concept. Of course, supply chain management, sustainability, and the circular economy is one major important part of the management. You all are going to be, once you complete your MBA, you are going to be managers, you are going to be business leaders, you are going to be the face of the organization in some or other domain. But at the same time, you being leader or business leader, you have to ensure the sustainability. You can be in any domain, I mean, finance, HR, operations, or marketing. But sustainability, if you can ensure that your business is going to be long term, definitely you will be a successful professional. And that is the reason we have to go back to the basics. We have to understand that we as a upcoming leaders, how can I contribute from my end towards the sustainability goals. Okay, so this is how I wanted to set the context, that how this prominent industries are knowingly, unknowingly generating lot of plastic waste, which is contributing towards lesser sustainability, lesser responsible civilians towards the environmental impact. So these are the 5 sectors which I wanted to focus upon. Now just imagine the single use of water bottle every day. I mean, whenever we are going out, when we used to be of in our 18 and 19 years old, we always used to carry our water bottle with us wherever we are going out. But nowadays, so many outlets are available, and you can just pay 10 rupees and you can get the Bisleri bottle, and you can carry on. So just imagine the kind of waste we people are generating, right? So these kind of economy, or these kind of things. Have you ever wondered like how exactly these water bottles or maybe plastic bottles are getting created? So I'll just give you a very you can say brief process understanding about creation of this water bottle. So maybe plastic water bottle basically. So extraction of crude oil will definitely will happen, obviously will happen from the earth. So the crude oil is extracted, then the refining process happens, then the manufacturing of plastic will happen, the filling, the transportation, and then you as a consumer is using that. So this is something is the example, or this is something is the flow of linear economy, wherein we are just extracting the raw material from the available resources, from the environmental resources. So just imagine, for creation of a plastic bottle, which is ultimately going to hamper the environment, which is going to create the pollution. We have extracted the crude oil, we have processed that, we have created or manufactured the bottles, we have filled it with whatever material, be it the some drinking soft drinks or beverages or the water. It got transported. Again, during transportation you have used some diesel, petrol for those vehicles, and you as a consumer has used that bottle and simply you have thrown it. Okay, so this is something wherein economy is flowing in a linear manner, because as a consumer the supply chain has stopped there, isn't it? There is nothing extension to this kind of supply chain, and because of this drawback of linear economy, the environment is getting damaged. We as a civilian are contributing to major you can say damage to mother earth. We are using the resources which are not in great amount, and that is the reason definitely we will be lack of, or we will be maybe getting lesser resources when the next generation comes up. Okay, so this is brief understanding about linear economy. So if this is so, then what is the solution? What you as a budding leader, or what you as a maybe upcoming professional should do? So the solution for this is the circular economy. Now you have seen that in previous economy or previous type or maybe the take, make and use kind of model I have explained. So here you have the operations happening or processes happening in a linear fashion. Opposite to that, or in contrast to that, we have come up, or maybe the scientists, management scientists, they have come up with the solution called circular economy, wherein we are trying to close the loops. Okay, in linear economy, once the material is consumed, or once the product is consumed by the customer, the waste material is left as it is with the environment or with the landfills. But in case of circular economy, we are trying to close the loop. So because we are trying to close the loop, definitely it is going to it is going to give birth to the concept of reuse, recycle, and then so these three R's will come in picture. So this is the crux of circular economy and how it has benefited to many industries that we are going to see in next few slides. So circular economy is basically a closed loop ecosystem, wherein we are going to use wherein we are going to design the system in which there will be minimum wastages, there will be the minimum pollution will be taken care, or you are going to keep the products in such a way so that those products can be made, used and recycled. Okay, so this is how we are going to close that loop, and once that loop is closed, definitely we can be we can be a great contributor towards lesser pollution. We can be great contributor towards better economy. Okay, so this is about brief about circular economy. So what are the basic principles of circular economy? I hope till this everything is clear, or maybe if you have any question, you can just raise your hand and you can ask. Is there any question?
Students, do you have any questions up till now? You can ask ma'am.
Okay, we'll have question and answer in later session then, no problem. So as all of us understood that circular economy basically focuses upon closing the loops rather than keeping it unattended or keeping it open at one end. We are trying to close the loop. Now, how effectively we as a working professional, we as a responsible civilian can close that loop. So now, as I said, you people are going to work in different domains. So few might go in manufacturing, few might go in operations. So circular economy is going to be a great blessing for the people who are going to enter in the supply chain management domain. So what are the key principles? So key principles could be reduce, reuse, and recycle. So we have to minimize the use of the resources and in energy production and the consumption. So what are the resources available? For example, in our previous example, we have understood that crude oil is extracted from the earth. So we have to identify some options, or we have to identify some alternatives to the extraction of the crude oil. Okay, so because we are using these resources which are natural resources, and we are creating something which are again harming or which are not in benefit to the nature or the environment. So we have to reduce the use of these kind of scarce resources. The second principle is reuse. In case of reuse, we have to expand the lifespan of the products through repair, refurbishment, and repurposing. Okay, nowadays we normally feel that if something is not working, we simply replace that replace that item, be it your mobile phone, be it your car or bike or anything. Okay, if it is not working up to the mark, simply replace it. But in old days, or in when your parents were young, so you can just ask them, they used to try and repair that products or the things, so that they can use it for the longer span of time. But now, because of maybe available of so many resources, available of so many options for the things which we are using, we tend to have the culture of not repairing the things. If it is not working, just simply throw away and go for the next. Okay, so this is something which as a culture we should accept. We should have the ability, or we should, as a professional or as a industry, we need to make sure that products are designed in such a way so that they can be easily repaired, they can be easily refurbished, and they can be easily reused. Okay, so this is the second key principle of circular economy. And third one is recycle. Of course, everyone understand, it is very much self-explanatory term. Recycle is nothing but recover and reprocess the material at the end of the product's life. Okay, so for example, if we are using some plastic bottles, we are using some plastic bags, so it has to be made up of the material which can be recycled. Okay, recyclable material is definitely going to be useful for the nature and for the maybe in reducing the pollution for as a whole. So I have given you example of the smartphone. So if as a manufacturer I can produce the smartphones, or if manufacturer I can produce the electric appliances which are easily repairable, which are easily upgradable, definitely it can be something that we can contribute to the Mother Earth, or the betterment of the Mother Earth. Now, just to go deep dive into this particular concept of circular economy, I have taken one very popular example of Amul dairy. Okay, everyone must have heard about Amul. All of us, I mean, more than 90% of us must be consuming Amul milk, right, every day. So I'm just going to discuss this case study, that how a Amul got benefited with the concept or with the implementation of the circular economy. So I'm just going to give you brief history. It is not much required because all of us know, but still I would like to put light on few important pointers. So Amul stands for Anand Milk Union Limited. Okay, so Amul is the short form of this particular the sentence, that Anand Milk Union Limited. Okay, so this is Amul. It is a cooperative dairy brand headquartered in Anand, Gujarat, India, and it got established in 1946. So since the formation, it was founded by Tribhuvan Das Patel, who was very prominent leader in cooperative movement in Gujarat. And basically, it started with initially focusing on procuring milk from the local farmers. Okay, so that was the idea behind starting or establishing this particular brand. Then slowly, Varghese Kurian, who is known to be father of white revolution, joined the company as a general manager, and he tried to put some government projects like Operation Flood with the dairy industry, and Amul was the pilot project for that. And through that particular government support and government funded project, he actually contributed a lot for the white revolution. And that is the reason Varghese Kurian was known to be father of white revolution. Okay, so what exactly or how exactly Amul is trying to implement, or how Amul has implemented the you can say circular economy. So we have seen that there are few important principles of circular economy: reduce, reuse and recycle. So how they have reduced, or what exactly they have reduced? So if you can see on the screen also, Amul has entered into many product lines, right? They have got lot of SKUs when it comes to dairy products, like ghee, buttermilk, butter, then milkshake. Milk is of course there, then curd, and lot of things they have, cheese, paneer, and all those things. So basically, having these kind of product lines, having presence across India, they have to ensure that whatever operations they are carrying out within this particular country has to be in line with the sustainability. Why sustainability? I told you in my initial discussion only. Basically, sustainability is something which gives a basic strength, or which gives a, you can say, moral strength to a business, so that they can be in the business environment, they can be in the nation for a longer duration. Because business aaj shuru hua, kal khatam ho gaya, so it is not something which we can categorize as sustainability. Sustainability is something which will be for long, right? Amul ho gaya, Bata, then Amazon. So these are the companies which has got good brand name, okay, which are there in the market since more than 3-4 decades. And why they can sustain for more than 3-4 decades? Because they have inlined their operations as per the as per the new technologies coming in, and of course they have taken good care that they are not harming to the environment, they are not contributing for the pollution in any way. Okay, so coming back to our topic, basically how Amul got benefited with the concept of circular economy is the first concept, or the first principle they have implemented, is reducing the waste. If you can look at the Amul's total dairy processes, Amul focuses on processing milk and minimal processing of the milk. Okay, milk and the dairy products, it got locally reduced transportations, related emissions, and that is how they are contributing, or that is how they are ensuring that waste is, the waste production is reduced. The second thing they are ensuring is byproduct utilization. Byproduct utilization at Amul, it has been ensured by exploring various ways to utilize those byproducts like whey, buttermilk for creating value added products, and that is how they are minimizing waste. For example, in creation of ghee at our household also we create ghee. You must have seen mummy ghee ghar pe banati hai. So in that scenario, buttermilk aata hai as a byproduct. So this buttermilk, instead of simply throwing it, or instead of simply scrapping it out, they have created a separate product line of buttermilk with some minimal processing. Of course, they have not processed it to a larger extent, but with minimal processing, they have ensured that those byproducts can also be coming in the market as a new product line, and they have established themselves in the line of buttermilk as well. So this is how the circular economy has benefited Amul. Of course, packaging reduction, the packaging is done in such a way so that it can be easily recycled. It is not creating the landfills, and it is not creating or contributing to the pollution. So this is the first thing. Second thing, reuse and recycle. So whatever packaging they are using, I'll give you simple example of the milk bags. So these milk bags, they have a separate project, or they have separate team who is working on recycling of these milk bags and producing the tubs, or producing some items which can be in turn used for some for various purposes. So they have different recycling unit, they have dedicated team who works on recycling. Because just imagine, if these bags are not recyclable, definitely it would have contributed to a huge pollution in the environment, and definitely it would have been a major problem. Okay, so that is how they have ensured that whatever material, whatever bags or packaging material basically they are using, it is completely recyclable. The third one is, as I told, is packaging design and the longevity they have ensured. The next is renewable resources. So local sourcing, solar energy, usage of solar energy is something which they have ensured, and that is how they are contributing for the betterment of the environment. I would just like you all to go through this one particular video wherein you will understand that how exactly Amul has ensured the complete circular economy, the usage or maybe implementation of 3 R's, that is reduce, recycle and reuse. Okay, just go through this video. I hope it is audible to you all. Was that audible?
It is not playing. Now it is playing. No, ma'am, it is not audible.
It's not audible?
No, ma'am. Just a second.
One second. I have to. I think now it will be. Is it audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
India is the world's largest producer of milk, and the industry directly supports more than 80 million farmers. Danfoss has the solutions to help decarbonise the world's largest dairy nation and increase the income of its milk farmers.
Now, milk collection in India is very fragmented, and we supply technologies right from milk collection till processing, till value addition, and the entire life cycle of how milk flows across till the consumer.
India has more than 100,000 milk collection stations spread across the nation. They are primarily powered by diesel generators, and it takes hours to chill the milk. Now, Danfoss is working together with dairy cooperative giant Amul and IDMC Limited to decarbonise dairy at ground level.
IDMC along with Danfoss team has developed a unique and innovative solar powered bulk milk cooler and thermal storage system. This hybrid system works seamlessly and switches between electrical power and solar power, which helps reducing the cost of milk cooling apart from being environmental friendly.
Dairy sector is one of the most prominent sectors in India, which is thriving and has immense potential to use renewable energy. But the benefits are not limited to environment only. This will also provide cost-effective solutions to farmers by way of reducing energy bills. So a win-win scenario for all the stakeholders involved.
એટલે અમારું સોલર સિસ્ટમ લાગે પછી પૈસામાં શું કે ભાવમાં બી વધારો મળે, પૈસાની બચત થાય એટલે સીધા અમારે નફા દ્વારા બોનસમાં ફળવાઈ રકમ એમ. બોનસની ટકાવારી વધારે આવે, લાઇટ બિલનો બચત થાય એટલે બોનસમાં ટકાવારી વધારે આવવાની, એના લીધે સભાસદોને બોનસ વધારે મળવાનું, એના લીધે હેપી છે એમ.
The solar-powered milk chillers bring socio-economic and environmental progress to the community by reducing milk farmers' dependency on non-renewable energy sources.
ખેડૂતોનું ભવિષ્ય બહુ સારું થઈ જશે. આગળના સમયમાં પણ સારું થશે. દૂધ વધારે ભેગું થશે, વીજળીની બચત થશે, પૈસા બચશે.
Amul reports a massive income increase for its 3.6 million milk farmers. The dairy giant is aiming to double milk production within the next few years, and the solar-powered milk chillers are part of the plan to reduce operation cost and thereby raise income for the farmers.
More potential in India, no doubt, because in India the power is not available everywhere. If we use the solar, then definitely it will be useful, benefited for the farmers.
This is the opportunity for us to really make a big difference to the dairy industry. And dairy industry to me is the mother of food and beverage in India.
Yeah, so have you all got cleared? I mean, how this particular scenario, or maybe how this particular thing I want you all to visualize. They spoke about using the using the solar energy for milk processing, so that the heating, cooling, those part can be environment friendly completed. They have also talked about creating awareness in the community, maybe creating jobs, job opportunities, and giving them, I mean, instead of mobilizing the whole crowd from the Anand or the around vicinity of the factory, instead of moving them out, they have got good or greater job opportunities available. If they want to do the farming, if they want to be in the milk production, so they can be the suppliers for the for the milk to the Amul. And this is how the overall prosperity, this is how the overall things are ensured, that they are in line with the sustainability goals, in line with the environmental benefits. They are also trying to reduce the waste material which is getting produced as the byproduct, and also they are creating awareness amongst the overall industry, because Amul is one of the leading brand when it comes to dairy industry, isn't it? So they are by using or by implementing this maybe by implementing the concept or the idea of circular economy, they have ensured that whole community, business, and the government all are in sync, and they are trying to work for the betterment of the nation. Also, the one important thing that keeping the Amul as at what they are today is the right use of technology. Have you seen that Danfoss is one of the German MNC is contributing for providing them IT support, so that whole of their machineries can be worked with minimal intervention, because these are the products which are consumed easily. These are the products, they have got lesser shelf life value, and that is the reason more processing or maybe the over processing can damage the qualities of the product, can damage the basic components of the products, can damage the basic constituents of the products. So that is the reason, being a manufacturer, the organization should ensure that the products are minimally processed, because just imagine if you are getting, I mean, at home also we keep on, you know, heating the milk after certain intervals. सुबह आपने दूध गर्म किया, उसके बाद में आफ्टरनून में आप करते हो, इवनिंग में करते हो, if at all left. So this is something which is the process by which you are trying to kill the bacteria which can, you know, destroy that, or which can make the milk which is not in usable format, right? So if we are overheating the milk, okay, so after some time the basic taste of milk or basic taste of tea can be impacted. So this is how the maximum, or this is how the over processing can impact the taste of the product, the texture of the product, and also the color of the product. So without hampering the basic taste or basic qualities of the product, you can actually make it available for the consumers for use. And the dairy product or the dairy industry is one of the industry which should, you know, take care of the you know, quality of the product, at the same time right implementation of the technology, and creating the job opportunities for the community wherever the local farmers are there, who are going to give you, or who are going to be your basic suppliers of the milk, raw milk, and then it gets processed. Okay, so this is how the maybe Amul, that is the reason, I mean, they have taken care everything from the customer perspective, from the government perspective, from the organization perspective. Because if you are taking care, most of the time it happens that you are not able to have the balance. Once your customer is happy, your cost goes up. Once your cost is down, your customer is not happy with the products or the services. So being a manufacturer, you always need to have that trade-off, right? That with minimum pricing I can give the maximum values, because as a customer what we expect that with minimum expenditure I should get the value, or maybe I should get the value for which I am paying for that particular product. So dairy industry for that matter, or any industry, has to ensure that basic trade-off should be maintained when it comes to investment in terms of finances and the customer satisfaction that is getting generated out of the whole process. So this is how maybe, you know, Amul has been benefited after implementing the circular economy. Okay, now moving ahead, so what are the impacts of you know, having all this exercise? They worked meticulously on reducing the waste. They work meticulously on identifying what are the byproducts which can be, instead of wasting, we can use it as a, or we can keep we can introduce that particular thing in market as a new product line. Okay, and also how we can be environment friendly. So this is how they have implemented the principles of circular economy, and they have ensured that environmental positive environmental impact is ensured, the cost savings are ensured, enhanced brand reputation. Because nowadays we as a customer, we always are quite aware or quite awakened about the kind of waste we are creating or waste we are generating out of every activity. So there are many movements are going on in the market. There is I would just like to give you one information that there is a group of students of engineering. Of course now they have completed their engineering, but in their college days they have started a community called Pune bloggers. Okay, so basically these Pune bloggers, they are what they are doing is they are they are a group of students who are working for the environment. And so they will go to certain places like public places. They will collect all plastic waste and they will send it to the recycling part. Okay, and that is how they have helped to create the petrol. So this particular plant is available, or this particular plant is functioning in Pune itself. So these kind of initiatives are definitely welcomed, are definitely supported by the government. And because of of this, they are creating awareness also. I mean, in their last visit, they have cleared this Mura Mutha river, and they found that a lot of medical waste has been simply thrown in the river. So just imagine the kind of pollution we people are creating. And being a civilian or being a responsible citizen, we have to take care of the mother earth. Otherwise, we all have experienced the COVID, we all have experienced swine flu, and I mean, if some same thing goes in this speed, we don't know what all we are going to face in coming future. So this particular session, I want you to think seriously, I want you to think religiously on certain topics. Of course, being a professional, you need to understand how circular economy is going to help, but at the same time, you being a civilian, you being a responsible citizen of the nation, how can you contribute for this particular movement? How can you contribute for this particular concept, so that industry as a whole, nation as a whole can get benefited? Now I would just like to take you to the last slide, wherein you can see how Amul has, created the impact, and how the overall vicinity has been positively benefited.
मारो गाँव कांठा पर जहाँ सुनहरी है दिन रातें, जहाँ खुशियाँ करती बातें, मारे गाँव छाई धूप से हरियाली, मारे गाँव छाई धूप से हरियाली। रे बायोगैस है कमाल, गोबर धन से खिले जहान, फैली घर घर में मुस्कान, पूरे हुए सभी अरमान। सुनो सुनो रे, आई आपकी बहार, खुले नए नए संसार, खून पे पैसों की बरसात, मारे घर झांझर लक्ष्मी के बाजे, रे मारे घर झांझर लक्ष्मी के बाजे।
So yes, with this thought, I would want you to think positively. You must have seen in last video that biogas, they have established. They have on this particular plants, they are using lights, electricity. The cooking has been done. So not only Amul as a brand, they have established their business, but they have also responsible. They are also responsible for creating the difference in the generations together. Okay, the prosperity has been brought to the local community. They got the job opportunities. Unemployment problem has been solved. Whatever kind of milk is processed and produced and maybe supplied across the corners of nation is tremendous work they have done. So just imagine across the nation the kind of job opportunities these people have created, the prosperity they have brought to the lives of the people who are connected with them, and the most important thing, the environment care. Okay, the most important factor they have done is not only creating the wealth, not only creating the brand, but also being in line with environment or being in line with nature. This is something which every business should ensure, and that is how they are achieving sustainability. Because just by making money and just by being there in market for hundreds of years, you cannot be sustainable. You can be sustainable when your stakeholders are happy, when your employees are happy, when your customers are happy, and as a whole when your nation is happy. So with this thought, I would like to maybe move to question answer session. If at all you have any question and answers, please feel free to ask me.
Ma'am, we still have 10 minutes, so you can also continue if you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we'll go to for the question answers.
Okay. So I hope everything, whatever we discussed today, is clear to you all. So basically, in today's session, we try to focus upon, or we try to discuss upon what is linear economy and what is circular economy, how it helps. Okay, the traditional concept of linear economy, I'm just trying to summarize the whole thing. What we tried to cover today. Basically, we started with what are the major industries who are contributing for the plastic waste generation. Okay, so the top industry is the packaging industry, and how packaging industry through FMCG or through the food and beverages. So the top industry who is contributing for the pollution or the plastic waste generation is creation of the or through the bottles or the bags or the food wrappers or maybe other packaging material. So this is the one sector which is contributing a lot towards plastic waste generation. Construction industry, as we discussed. Then third one is automotive industry. The inner part of the car, interiors, exteriors, are something which is contributing to the plastic waste generation. The fourth one is the electronics industry. Electronics industry, in electronics industry specifically, the computers, smartphones, the televisions are the things which once got defected, we simply discard them. So this is one industry which is also contributing to lot of plastic waste generation. And the fifth one is the agricultural industry. In case of agricultural industry, agricultural films, that is the plastic which is used for the mulching or greenhouses and the agricultural applications. So this is the thing which once we used, and once it is of discarded, or once it has completed its life, then it creates lot of plastic waste. Okay, so plastic waste, and because of improper disposal, we as a planet, we as a nation is facing lot of issues, lot of difficulties. So we discussed about how exactly linear economy works. Linear economy basically works on take, make and dispose. Okay, so these kind of maybe concept is utilized when it comes to linear economy. So we have in case of plastic, I have given a small process of manufacturing process of maybe plastic bottles, wherein it starts with the crude oil as a raw material. The crude oil gets refined, manufactured. Then we fill those bottles, transported, and then we use it. After consumption, the or maybe a consumer purchases the water bottle and simply uses it and throws it in the nature. So this was the traditional, or this was the concept of linear economy. So to overcome the problems which linear economy have arisen, so the option or the alternative which we have come up with is the circular economy. So in case of circular economy, the organizations are trying to close the loops, okay, which was opened in the initial model which we have discussed. So basically, when it comes to circular economy, you have to remember the three principles of circular economy: reduce, reuse, and recycle. So not only for FMCG, for other industries also, it will be very much beneficial. It will be used in other manufacturing sectors also, like automobiles, construction, everywhere. I mean, wherever you go, the raw material has to be there, processing of raw material will be there, and also the outcome or the product or the services which we are going to consume, which we are going to utilize, has to be packaged, has to be recycled. So reduce, reuse, and recycle are the three most important you can say components or constituents or the principles on which circular economy is based upon. So when I say reduce, you have to minimize. What you are going to reduce? You are going to reduce the usage of the resources and the energy. Okay, in production process, for example, if we are using electricity, so electricity simply than consuming the electricity as it is, if you have the biogas unit along with your factory, your plant, definitely it is going to produce electricity for you, which can be used for the further processing. So in that case, definitely you will be in line with the principle of the circular economy in case of reduce. Reuse is something wherein we have to establish the culture wherein repairing, refurbishment and repurposing could be used. Recycling is another thing. If you look at FMCG, or if you look at any packaging industry for that matter, recycling is the most important factor that can give the sustainability to the organization. We have talked about the sustainability of the supply chain. We have talked about how the sustainable supply chains can contribute to the sustainable organizations. Basically, when your supply chains are sustainable, when my supply chain will become sustainable, if I am using the raw material which is not procured by harming the environment. Okay, again, whatever raw material I am going to process, so that raw material will be processed in such a way so that there will be minimum pollution done, right? Minimum electricity consumed, minimum waste will be produced. Okay, and then I am going to produce the product. Again, the products will be sent to the customers or the end user in such a manner so that there will be no pollution. We are going to utilize the vehicles, or we are going to ensure that the material is circulated, distributed in such a way so that every customer gets benefited without paying much cost, without paying without hampering the nature. And this is how the economy can be ensured, because as a customer we will be benefited, or as a customer we will be happy if we are getting the value for the payments, or for the you can say amount which we have paid. Okay, so these are the three basic principles which everyone should understand, everyone should focus upon, and the organization will achieve the sustainability in case they follow all these principles. Okay, so we have understood the example, we have understood the history of Amul Dairy, how Amul could establish the maybe sustainability model, how they have been impacting the lives of the stakeholders. By word stakeholder, I mean the people who are within the management, people who are heading certain departments, people who are heading certain projects, heading certain regions, and also the people who are providing the raw material, that is the milk suppliers, right? So when all your stakeholders think in same line, work in same direction, then only the organization can achieve the you can say sustainability. The another important factor which Amul has leveraged upon is continuous improvement. Okay, see, in that Danfoss video, we have seen that they have created a technology with the help of Danfoss, wherein minimal processing is ensured. Again, whatever machines we are using, those machines are using environment friendly fuels. Okay, so this is something which is very much important. Every organization should focus upon innovation, every organization should focus upon being competitive in the markets, but at the same time they also need to ensure that the overall sustainability of the planet is ensured, because no doubt businesses are there in the markets for earning profits, or for being benefited in terms of commercials. Wealth generation is of course one of the objective, but at the same time, as a civilian or as a citizen of the nation, we should make sure that whatever we are gaining from the, or we are procuring from the nature, we should give back to the society as well. We should give back to the nature nature as well. We should conserve something so that our coming generations can also enjoy their life the way our grandfather or forefather and we are enjoying. Okay, so that is the reason environment conservation is extremely important, and that is why, along with the concept of circular economy, along with the concept of innovation, along with the concept of continuous improvement, along with the concept of maybe right implementation of the technology, I want you to be very much alert, very much careful, very much aware about how you can contribute for the betterment of the nation or for the betterment of the environment. Yeah, so I think I'll stop here. So if at all you have any question, maybe the session is open for the question. Yes.
Students, do you have any questions? Please, the session is open for the question and answers round.
Yeah. Is there any question? I would like you to maybe conduct a survey if possible. Just try and do it. There was so in this slide also you can see that a PhD research is conducted on this particular topic. Okay, how to cut the milk packet which you are getting every day. The first picture shows that the complete separation of that small part will not ensure that the whole plastic bag is getting recycled, because that small part will take years altogether to get recycled. Okay, instead of that they have created a mark. Okay, so see, as an organization they have taken every care, but now it's our responsibility, because morning every day you are using these kind of packaging or this kind of package. So just simply keeping or cutting that complete part, okay, will not be something, will not be the right action. So you have to ensure that the small part of the package is always intact, so that the complete plastic bag can be recycled. Okay, that small part which is separated from the bigger packet will take another you can say 50-60 years or more than that to get recycled. Okay, so being a responsible person, being a responsible citizen of the nation, we have to use these small you can say activities which can contribute for the sustainability of the nature, sustainability of the environment. Yes, so all of you can maybe just create a survey, just go and study in the market. If at all you can create the awareness, like this is very small activity, okay, which is on the screen now. So if you can make or if you can create the awareness amongst the general public or common public, this is something which you are also trying to contribute for the sustainability of the Mother Earth. Yes, any question? I think, ma'am, if they have any question, they can, connect me on LinkedIn also, or maybe you can share my email ID if they want to get more information. Before I leave, I would just want, because you people are, last year or final year students, so you will be now, trying for your placement. So just keep one thing in mind: your basic degree, definitely it is very much important, but at the same time you have to ensure that what difference you are going to bring on the table or for the organization, because you will find there are many MBAs sitting for the interview, and there are many MBAs who will be trying for the placement. But how you will be different, what kind of skill sets you have got, what kind of different thought process you can bring across the table, that is something which is going to separate you from the crowd. so just start working on, improvising your domain knowledge, because when it comes to trying your hands in market, you will be tested upon your domain knowledge, you will be tested upon your communication skills, on your interpersonal skills. So domain knowledge is something which your institution is trying to impart you, by teaching you theory, by making you interacted with the industry experts. But at the same time, you also have to have the proactive approach to get connected with these industry experts, how they are trying to get promoted, how they are benefiting their organization. So just try to create a good network. LinkedIn is one of the greater platform. So if all of you, maybe I'll sincerely request everyone that please create your accounts on LinkedIn. If not there, try and get connected with the experts from your domain. For example, if you are from HR, marketing, finance, so try to identify people who can help you maybe in building your professional network. This is definitely going to help you out, maybe creating the sustainable profession for you also. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much everyone for patient listening, and I would look forward, if at all any questions, or if at all you need any information from my side, you can get me connected on LinkedIn, or maybe you can send me email also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, management of Matrix Business School, Dr. Ubale, Mrunal ma'am, for coordinating this event, and thank you so much, dear students, for being there in this session. Have a
Thank you
good
so
day.
much for the information also, ma'am. And I'll make students will share their LinkedIn ID with you also if there are any questions
Done.
regarding this. Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Thank you.
accepting our invitation and guiding the students on the circular economy, rethinking supply chains for the sustainable future. The session was really very informative and very wonderful and well explained. On behalf of Matrix School of Management Studies, I thank our guest of honor, Professor Swapnali Zadav, for guiding the students. I thank our director and express my gratitude for your support and direction throughout the session. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again.
Thank
And
you
I
so much.
request students to fill the feedback form. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye. Yeah, bye.
Every students have to fill the feedback form compulsorily. It is there in the chat box. Please fill it.
Can I leave now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye,
so-
students.
Students are requested to please fill the feedback form. Each and every student, 76 students are there right now. Please fill the feedback form, which is there in the chat box, sorry. All the students are requested to fill the feedback form. Please don't leave without filling the feedback form.